Hey guys, thanks for clicking on this video. I wanted to talk to you guys about something that's really important. It's important to me, and it's very beneficial to us and our bodies, for healthy people and for people that aren't healthy and struggling with certain ailments. But hopefully after this video, you'll agree with me and see how important garlic is to people all over the world. Um, we're gonna go over a number of things. We'll go over some personal stories with me and my family that we have with garlic. We'll go over some facts about garlic and how it helps and affects our body in a great way. And then in the end, I'll show you something. I'll share with you something that I found on the internet about garlic that I thought was pretty astonishing and crazy that I never knew. And I thought I knew a lot about garlic. Um, Anyways, let's start off by just saying real quick where garlic originated. It actually originated in Central Asia, and that's the only place where it grows wild. Um, a lot of places in the world, people grow garlic, locally on farms, stuff like that, but it originated in Central Asia. It's used for a number of different things, different ailments, different problems people have. The thing that bothers me the most is I don't think a lot of people know about garlic and know how beneficial it is in so many different ways. And I think one day in the future we could see doctors prescribing it for, I don't know, cancer and different things that people have going on. But we haven't gotten there yet. Um, let's go over the different benefits and how garlic affects your body. And after we go over that, I'll share some personal stories about garlic that I have with me and my family. And then I'll show you that thing that I found on the internet. So here are the benefits of garlic. I'm going to share this picture with you right now. So let's go over this picture real quick and the different benefits that it lists, and I want to go over them in detail, not just read off a bunch of lines to you. First, it says benefits of garlic. The first one is regulates blood pressure and sugar. So basically, garlic supplements have been shown in the past to be effective in reducing blood pressure in hypertensive patients. So that means people that have high blood pressure, it will help lower that when garlic is consumed regularly. Um, I didn't give any specifics on how much to consume, but this is just overall benefits of garlic. The second thing is it strengthens the immune system. Garlic contains something called allicin. This is a strong antibiotic, and especially when garlic is crushed or chewed, it releases allicin. And allicin has been known to be antiseptic, antibacterial, antifungal, et cetera, et cetera. It may help the body resist or destroy viruses and other microorganisms. It does this by boosting the immune system. Things that can help, for example, are chronic bronchitis, chronic mucus in your nose or throat, reoccurring colds and respiratory infections, chronic earache, sore throats, sinus problems. The list goes on, guys. The third one, it prevents heart disease. Some studies have shown that garlic and garlic supplements may have positive effects on heart health by preventing cell damage, regulating cholesterol, and lowering blood pressure. The next thing is detoxification. The sulfur in the garlic helps produce a natural chemical detoxifier that is involved in regulating your body's cleansing process. Next on the list is anti-inflammatory. Garlic is anti-inflammatory and it has anti-inflammatory benefits. It contains, I don't know if I'm saying this right, diethol disulfide, which is an anti-inflammatory compound that limits the effects of pro-inflammation cytokines. I think that's how you say that. If you have something like sore, inflamed joints or muscles, you can rub the garlic oil on those areas, or you can just take garlic in general. Let's see, we're almost done. A couple more. But don't think this list is limited to just what's on the list. I'm sure there's many more things, but these are the main things. Um, it prevents and wait, which one are we on? We just did anti-inflammatory. Now we're on prevents and treats colds. Um, well, actually, I'm sorry. We're gonna the prevents and treats colds. We kind of already talked about that because we did the immune system one. So I'm gonna leave that one out because we already kind of talked about it. We'll go right to bone health. Um, in 2018, a study found that 12 weeks of garlic supplements helped reduce pain in women with knee osteoarthritis and obesity or overweight. Garlic appears to have some benefits for bone health by reducing oxidative stress, um, which is great. A couple more, three more. Lowers cholesterol. Research has shown that half to one clove of garlic per day can lower a person's cholesterol levels by approximately 10%. Two more antioxidants. Researchers have widely believed that the organic compound allicin, which we spoke about, gives garlic its aroma and flavor and acts as the world's most powerful antioxidant. And last but not least, anti-cancer. Um, the sulfur compounds in garlic are both fat and water soluble and demonstrate anti-cancer effects by reducing oxidative stress, metabolizing carcinogens, and boosting the immune system response. Anyways, guys, so as you can see from what we just spoke about, garlic is very important and is very vital to our bodies, and it can do great things for us. So I hope you really take what I just said about garlic seriously and incorporate it in your everyday diet. Um, Even if you're 100% healthy and have no ailments, I definitely suggest you taking it for preventative measures. Um, Raw is the best way, and as I mentioned in one of the those steps, um, crushing it or dicing it is the best because that releases the compounds. Anyways, a little about me and my family and our history with garlic. Um, for me, it started. Well, I come from an Italian background family, so we use a lot of garlic and a lot of different things. But for me, it really started with my great uncle. So my mom's uncle, so my great uncle, he's a really big Italian guy. Um, he's probably like six in his prime. He's probably like 6'2", I don't know, 250. But he wasn't fat. He was just a big guy. He was like the best way I could describe it was like a lumberjack looking guy, like those guys that are just walking around. They're just big guys. Um, He swears by garlic. He eats garlic. He's been eating garlic his whole life, raw, cooked, you know, whatever. Um, Anyways, currently he's about 91 years old, still living on no medications, healthy as an ox. He's still a big guy. He's always been a big guy, so that won't change. Um, but if you sat down with him like I did and you ask him, you're like, you're so healthy. What do you know, what's your advice? What do you live by? And sometimes he would just say it in general without you asking. But he swears by raw garlic, and I'm pretty sure he eats it every day, if not every other day. And some people have to mix it with something, but he's such a big guy, he can just eat the cloves raw just by putting them in his mouth and eating them. But he swears by them, and I believe one time he had a health scare with cancer, and he was taking. I mean, he's always been taking garlic, and something like I don't know the whole story, but the garlic was cured. They couldn't find it, and he wasn't doing chemo or anything, and he's always been swearing by the garlic. So yeah, I mean, like I said, he's 91 years old and a big guy, and God bless his soul. He's an amazing person, but I don't know, guys. In general, I don't think big guys in general don't really live, that long. I mean, a big guy that's 240 pounds, 6'2", big guys in general that eat a lot. And I forgot to mention, he eats like a machine. He doesn't really eat anything bad, like donuts or chips or anything like that, but he eats quality food. But he eats like a machine. He's a big guy, and you do the math. He's 91 he's on no medications, no ailments, nothing, walking around, talking, still has a huge appetite. I mean, when you find somebody like that, whatever they say they've been doing, obviously it's been working. So that's kind of like where it started with me. Really, really hit home. So when I heard that story a handful of years ago, I want to say maybe like 10 years ago, um, I started incorporating garlic in my diet pretty much every day. Garlic can be very strong, so sometimes you have to mix it with something. Um, like my uncle I just spoke about, he can take a clove of garlic and eat it. He's a bigger guy. I'm a pretty big guy. I'm about 6 feet, 230 pounds, but I can't do that. I have to mix the garlic with something. So pretty much my routine is that garlic is a little strong and it can kind of make your breath smell and whatever. So I tend to do it every single night at night with my last meal, my dinner, and usually I have to mix it with some sort of carbohydrate like a rice or like a pasta, something like that, because it goes down easier for me. Um, Once I tried to just eat the garlic like the clove and it made me sick, so I couldn't really do that anymore. Um, but that's what I've been doing, and honestly, I've been using the garlic, you know, for other stuff too. I think one time I got some atopic dermatitis, which is kind of like a skin rash on my hand, and I crushed up the garlic and I put a little bit on the area, and within like a day or two, it was gone. So, and honestly, knock on wood, I can't remember the last time I got a cold. It's been years, and honestly, I'm someone who goes to the gym very often, every single day. So there's a lot of germs there, and that can get people sick. And I used to get sick every couple of weeks, it just, I don't know. But since I've been doing the garlic, like I said, knock on wood, I really haven't gotten a cold in a long time. Um, so honestly, guys, from personal experience, garlic, from personal experience and from other people's experience and from the research, garlic really does what they claim it does. And I've told friends, family about it, and some of them stick with it, some of them don't. Especially the ones that are struggling with something, I tell them about it. But like I said, it can be tough to maintain and keep up with. Some people find it gross, the taste. Other people, I don't know, they just don't like it. I don't know. But but yeah, so that's what I think about garlic and what I believe that you guys should believe in as well. But anyways, I'm gonna end uh, my speech about garlic there, and I'm gonna show you guys real quick um, the thing I was talking about garlic that I found online that I thought was really really interesting and cool. I'm gonna post the pictures right now. So basically, what I wanted to show you and talk about is a guy named King Tut. King Tut was a pharaoh, and he lived before Christ, which is considered BC. So he lived around the time 1320 BC. He was the ruler of ancient Egypt, as high as you can get in power, and he's pretty much like the president in our day and age. Basically, um, he died in 1324, and in 1922, I believe, an archaeologist by the name of Howard Carter uh, found his tomb and dug him up, and that's what you're seeing in this picture right here, his tomb, which is really cool. And in this next picture, you'll see him and a helper kind of looking through the tomb and what was in there. And basically, what I wanted to talk about and show you in this next picture is they actually found garlic in his tomb. This picture you're looking at right now is the actual garlic they found in his tomb. They said it was very well preserved, and I just couldn't believe that they actually found that in there. Usually they bury these high powered people like pharaohs with gold and jewels and stuff like that. And they actually included garlic. So that should tell us something. Um, but anyways, about the ancient Egyptians, they actually believed that garlic had medicinal properties, and they used to treat a variety of ailments with it, including heart disease, infections, and even cancer. They also believed that garlic gave strength and endurance to their workers, and it was fed to slaves and soldiers to increase their stamina. So yeah, guys, they were even using garlic in ancient Egyptian times. It was highly sought after. It was very valuable, and as you can see, they put it in the most powerful person's tomb. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video that I made. Hopefully, after watching all this information I gave you, you think garlic is as important as I do to our health and overall well-being, and hopefully you start incorporating it in your everyday life. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you can, and leave a comment if you want.